Alright, the Paradise is time to get his. What am I supposed to do here? What am I supposed to do? You like to jump? Oh. Oh. Spire jump. Just follow this guy. Oh, they got what am I trying to say? Just reactionary movements, buttons and everything like that. Yeah, the Paradise get you some. Bang, bang, bang. Yeah, good hits.
Hey, lucky break, Cooper. You'll be lucky if I only break your neck. Come on. I'm waiting for you.
The Paradise. We're dueling. Cane and Rapier. Triangle, circle, square, circle, triangle.
Looks like somebody just lost his temper.
And someone just lost their guard. Literally. And it's taking a beating from a cane. Bang! Another good hit.
You read me? Get out of there, Sly! Where is that little weasel? I know it's
I wasn't ready.
Where is that little weasel? I know it's difficult, Cooper, but
I was not ready.
this thing is coming apart at the seams. Don't fall, then I won't get the chance to kill you myself.
So I'm just basically just watching the Paradise jump.
So before we finish this, let me get one thing straight. You came after the Coopers because of what happened to your father? No, you imbecile! I came after the Coopers to prove that Le Paradox is the greatest thief who has ever lived. Is there any doubt? Ask yourself this. If the Coopers were truly the greatest thieves in history, and I have stolen their most valued possessions, then what does that make me? An idiot? You had it made. You could have been the biggest thief of all time, but you had to target my ancestors and blow your own cover. You exposed your operation because of your ego. No Cooper would have done that. And for the record, can you really say you stole the canes? Seems like your friends did all the real work.
Right, your little lackeys.
Enjoy your words, Cooper, because they will
Be your last. I was in the middle of texting during the cutscene while I was watching. I couldn't finish the message.
But I'm not the one who's going down.
This is cool.
Thought we were gonna be pals.
It's too late for that now. Especially with all the stuff he's done. That was nice.
I tire of this shirt. There's just no point. Sure there is. It's right there on top of your head.
Yeah. One for good measure. One more for good measure. Look at that health bar. Bang.
This is not right. My plan was perfect. Sorry, pal. You just can't plan.
Yeah.
Just please help me. Why should I? I do not wish to die. I guess you won't be doing any harm from a prison cell.
Don't help him. He's just gonna betray you, idiot. Oh my God. Play that sympathy act. Pay for it.
So,
Idiot.
you won't get away with this. I'll find you. Au contraire, Sly Cooper. I do not think we will beat the game.
I knew he was gonna do something. if Sly helped him. He should never helped him. What an idiot. I'm sorry. Wow. Fail. He actually ran into a plane. Now let's see if you can fly. Le Paradox.
It's been a while since that night, but there's still no sign of Sly. Or that cursed blimp. The skunk could barely tread water. So by the time they picked him up,
Send
he
him to
was happy
jail.
to see them. Word
Give
is
him
he earned a
handcuffs.
special cell in solitary confinement, where the only thing he'll be collecting from now on is gray hair. Both Paris and the Thieves raccoons were back to normal, but that hardly made us feel any better. At first, we just waited, assuming Sly would show up the way he always did. But as the days stretched into weeks, we had to face the fact that he was truly lost. We've stopped talking about it all the time, but I know it's all we're thinking about, even if we show it in different ways. Murray seems like his usual cheerful self, but I can tell there's a new level of seriousness underneath it all. He's on the professional wrestling circuit now, and he's really been pushing himself. I know he's doing it to keep his fighting skills sharp.
Yeah.
Like all of us, he wants to be ready for action.
He did the Zangief on him.
Carmelita returned to Interpol, where she threw herself into her work, busting criminals at a record pace. She's been so busy, I haven't seen her for a while now. My sources tell me she's conducting her own investigation into Sly's whereabouts. Out of everyone, I think she took his disappearance the hardest, even if she never shows it. At least not in public. As for myself,
What about
I
Penelope?
continue to search. Even using all my technology, I haven't found a clue. The time machine is no help since we need to know where Sly was for that to work. I get discouraged sometimes, but I'll never give up. Because I know Sly's out there, and I know that wherever he is, we will find him.
So what about Penelope and Dimitri and all those guys?
Ryoichi Cooper continued to refine his master ninja techniques as well as his sushi. And while his thefts were never detected, his sushi restaurant was recognized as the finest in Japan.
So what about Penelope and Dimitri and all those guys? And
El Jefe remains behind bars. He was transferred to a South American prison, where he now works rolling cigars. Unfortunately for him, there's no smoking allowed. Tennessee Kid Cooper recovered his gold and his place in history as the greatest outlaw of the Old West.
yeah.
His legend grew even bigger when he began stealing from crooked lawmen exclusively.
So Toothpick, Sheriff Toothpick.
Toothpick was arrested and became part of a chain gang working on the railroads. He eventually went deaf and faded into obscurity.
Oh, so they show ancestor for each chapter and then the boss. Bob.
Caveman Cooper kept up his physical training and returned to his role as egg thief extraordinaire. Perhaps most importantly, he pioneered the use of his cane as a tool for thieving. The Grizz received a lengthy prison sentence and began a new career as a rap artist. In his spare time, he paints portraits of his fellow inmates.
So Sir Gallen?
Sir Gallen Cooper returned to his heroic adventures and went on to form the Knights of the Cooper Order, a gallant group that stole from corrupt nobility. He also became a successful, if overly dramatic, actor. Penelope was sent to Europe's highest security
Oh, she went to
prison,
jail.
where she promptly escaped. She remains at large, and the police have no clue as to her whereabouts.
Oh, she
Recently,
escaped.
however, I've been receiving mysterious postcards.
Celine.
Salim Al-Kupar finally retired from thieving and took a long nap. Then he dreamed up a lucrative new business. Parking his camel around town, he sold snacks to hungry customers. It was highly successful.
Miss Decibel.
After being locked up, Miss Decibel decided to make some changes. She had the horn removed from her trunk, enrolled in anger management classes, and began teaching music to other prisoners.
Which they did not like.
Continued good behavior, she might get an early parole.
So now what? Are they gonna show where Sly is?
Dimitri returned to his globetrotting ways as a celebrity scuba diver, and even launched a new line of fashion wear. He's so successful, there's a new reality TV show chronicling his adventures.
Dang.
It's called Disco Diver.
I want to see if Sly ever came back, or if he is gonna come back. The Paradox.
La Paradox had all his assets seized, including his art collection, and everything was donated to the city of Paris. I'm told his cell was modified to be completely odor-proof. I suppose that's good for the guards, since he's going to be living there for a very long time.
So you might as well get used to it. And so this is the end of the credits, but what about Sly though? Is he coming back? Does he ever return? And it doesn't show it. Does it actually show it? Or let me see. That's the credits. Any extras that I get? Nope. So I got 26 to 60. Chalk Talks. So what if I load the game? Does it? I'm trying to see. So it's actually unexplainable. He just kind of disappeared and he didn't come back. That's what I wanted to know. Did he ever come back or what? That's what I wanted to see. At least you found out about the other characters, but what I noticed was that they didn't bring like the Guru or Panda King. I thought they were going to be in this episode too. So you just pretty much start from here and that's pretty much it. There's nothing else to buy and everything like that. So I got all the upgrades and power-ups and everything like that. So I guess that's pretty much it for the game. So I hope you guys enjoyed my playthrough of the Sly 4 Thieves in Time, and I definitely enjoyed it. I thought it would actually be a little bit longer, but it was pretty good. It had some good length to it, but I would think that the Honor Among Thieves is actually, in my opinion, it was actually a longer game than this one though. But I still think this was pretty much better. It's still the best one, but it's actually Honor Among Thieves. I think is actually the longest Sly game because you had all those missions. You had to get the gang up and everything like that. But thanks for watching, everybody, and I hope you guys enjoyed it.